In today's video, I'll be talking to Jasmine Ama, a YouTuber who shows her real life as a returnee and a young female as she adjusts to embrace her culture. Hello, Jasmine.
Hi, Nee. How you doing?
I'm good. How is Australia weather?
It's getting better. When I first got here, it was really, really cold, but it's supposed to be spring, so it's not supposed to be this cold. But now it's getting better. Like in the afternoon, the sun is out and it's nice, but like in the nighttime, it still gets cold. Yeah. So I'm really not enjoying that because going from like really nice, because when I was leaving Ghana, the weather was really nice. You know, it was like 23, 20, no, actually maybe not 23, 26, 27, you know, warm enough. Yeah, but not too hot. So coming from that to here is a bit annoying, but you know, it's still good to be back here.
You know, it's funny how you'll come back to Ghana and you'll be like, the weather is too hot.
I know. I know. There's always some complaint about something, you know.
Okay, so after 3 years in the game, in the YouTube space, you've conquered everywhere. You've done so many amazing things. In a nutshell, can you tell us about the experience?
So for me, I feel like YouTube has always, well, not always, but you know, it's been a part of my life for a very long time, even though it's only been a job for 3 years. You know what I mean? I think because I had that whole thing where it was just a fun thing that I did, that has always played a part in my experiences on YouTube. So it's still very fun for me. But I also think YouTube is very challenging, you know, like behind the scenes, the part that people don't see, you know, when you're working hard at videos, you're coming up with ideas and stuff like that. And you have expectations of what kind of views you're going to get because you think this is your best work yet, you know, and you put it out there and nobody's interested. And you can't really tell, you know, like it's not like you ever get to a point where you're successful and it just goes up forever. You know, it's like it goes up and it dips and it goes up and it dips and it goes up and it dips. So I guess for me, looking at it like it's some long-term game has kept me going throughout my 3 years on YouTube. So yeah, I think it's been a bit of everything. It's been fun for the most part. It's been challenging a lot as well behind the scenes because, you know, doing things and not getting the, outcome that you were hoping for, that has been challenging as well. And yeah, so, I feel like, yeah, it's a bit of everything.
Great. So we've seen YouTubers from the diaspora who came into Ghana, leaving Ghana again. Anna, gone. Vanessa Kambi, gone. Jasmine Ama, gone. Why are you guys leaving? Wait, are you going forever or you are just going for holidays or whatever?
Yeah, so I'm on holiday. I'm actually just on holiday. So let me put my phone on silent. I'm on holiday. I needed to come see because my mom still lives here and so does my brother. I only have one sibling and he lives here as well. So, and my friends and stuff. You know, I lived in Australia for a very long time before I moved to Ghana. So I still have a bit of a life here and there's a few things that I needed to update, you know, and do here and there, and then seeing my family most importantly. So that's why I'm here. I'm only here I'd call it a holiday because I'm only here for a few weeks. I'm going to be back in Ghana very soon. But in terms of other people leaving, I think everyone has their own reasons for leaving, you know. And I think moving to Ghana in general is quite challenging, especially if you have kids. It's challenging even if you're on your own, you know, and if you're used to a certain kind of life and a certain kind of standard. But if you have kids, it adds a whole nother layer to it. So I think everyone has left for their own reasons. But for me personally, I am just on holiday. I'm actually coming back in a few weeks. I don't think I'm going to move out of Ghana yet. I think things have gone really well for me so far. So fingers crossed, I'm still there. Yeah.
Sure. So 3 years ago, you took a bold step, flew into Ghana, did a whole lot of stuff, amazing stuff, helping people and everything. I know definitely you have lessons to learn here and you've learned some. So what are some of the lessons Ghana has taught you the hard way?
Oh God, I need to really think about this. I need to really think about it. I think there's so many things that I've learned. I think one of the main things is just because I think a certain way doesn't mean everyone sees it that way or everyone thinks that way, you know. So there's been a level of open-mindedness that I've needed to develop since living in Ghana, because the whole country, how do I say this? I mean, I feel like everybody in Ghana thinks a little bit differently to everybody in the West. You know what I mean? And obviously, I've been used to the West for a while. So coming back, I had to adapt. You know what I mean? Instead of looking at it like it's a bad thing, I had to actually change the way I think. You know, when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. You know what I mean? So once I came to Ghana, I basically had to be open-minded about everything, you know, because I'm trying to, okay, let me see what kind of specific example I can give, you know. I think, okay, because I work for myself, basically, you know what I mean? So I have people that work for me and stuff like that. I've realized that proactivity is not really a big thing in Ghana, even though it was in the West, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of Ghanaians need a lot of directions when it comes to a lot of things. So in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, like, do I have to tell you everything? You know, why don't you just go and do it? You know what I mean? But over time, I've had to learn that, you know, it's a learning process for the both of us. You know, we're both coming from different places and we need to learn to work together. So that's one big thing. Lots of patience as well. You know, you can't really get annoyed or want to have a fight about every single thing. Certain things you just kind of have to look the other way, you know. Certain things are not worth your energy because, you know, just because it didn't go your way, you know what I mean? You think it's common sense and you think that, oh, like why doesn't this country have A, B, and C? But, you know, it's still a developing country. There's so many things that needs to be put in place, and so that's been challenging as well. And what else can I say that has been challenging?
Okay, let me help you with this one. Let me summarize it for you. So to help someone coming to Ghana for the first time, will you advise them to be super honest and blunt about things here?
It depends on who they're talking to. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, for me personally, I try to be as honest as I can be, especially with my YouTube channel and even with my family and, you know, people that, obviously the way I say it to people that are close to me will be very different to how I say it on the internet, you know what I mean? But still, I try to be honest and show the exact reality of my experiences in Ghana, you know what I mean? So I think it's important to be honest with yourself and with everybody around you about your experiences. Like, if things go, like for me personally, if I came to Ghana and things went to shit and I had to come back, I'll tell you, I'll put it on the internet. Like, I'll let people know A, B, and C happened. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm a little too honest. Like, if you watch my videos, you know, like, I just say everything that I experience. You know what I mean? I don't really see the point of, you know, sugarcoating anything. It's just, because I feel like a lot of people rely on people like myself and other people when they want to move to Ghana. You know, they see our videos and they're like, oh my God, this girl's moved. She's doing A, B, and C. So they see it to be inspiration. You know what I mean? And I think it's important that they know that it's not a walk in the park. You know what I mean? It's not like you come and everything is perfect and you can go live in some mansion somewhere because things are cheaper in Ghana and everything will be perfect. It really doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you need to put in place before you can officially move to Ghana. Otherwise, you'll be backpacking like in a very short period of time. You know what I mean? So I think it's very important for people to understand that, like, it's no walk in the park. And I feel like, I hope I do a good job of letting people know that's the case. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes that might not come on camera and stuff like that. Yeah.
We know you went back to Australia to update some personal documents and stuff. Now, in your vlog, one of your vlogs, at the end of the video, we saw words of affirmation on your bedroom wall, a lot of them. And your outro, your signature outro of your videos, you keep saying, follow your bliss, so life is short, blah, blah, blah. What does words of what does words of affirmation mean to you? What does it really mean to you? How important is it to you?
Okay, so I guess words of affirmation in general, if you're somebody that's into self-help like I am, I feel words of affirmation are really good things to do. Like, it's good to say good things about yourself, say good things about your life, things like that. Because in the end, it always comes to pass. You know what I mean? Whatever you say to yourself, whatever you say is going to happen. As much as people don't believe it, that's exactly what's going to happen. You know what I mean? If you say you're going to be, I don't know, the president or whatever it is, the chances that you're going to do things to make you the president is higher than if you say the opposite. So for me, I feel like words of affirmation is really important if you want to be successful or good at anything. You know what I mean? And that's a part of my life that I guess I don't really go too much into detail about. Like, I really like the whole self-help thing. I'm always learning something new about how to do better at something. You know, and the whole words of affirmation comes into play. So the stuff that you saw on my wall, they were stuff that I found in books that I've read previously and just from listening to various podcasts and people on YouTube and stuff like that. And they just stuck out to me. So then I stuck them up on my wall. This was like ages ago, maybe like 5 years ago or something like that. So I'd actually completely forgotten about it. But when I came on holiday and I saw it, I was like, oh my God, my mom didn't even take it down. It's all still there. And I think those are the kind of things that have kept me going in Ghana. You know what I mean? That is what has gotten me to where I am at the moment. Like, not just the words of affirmation, but it's been a big part of it. In terms of the follow your bliss stuff, that just came to me, you know, like, so before I moved to Ghana, I always said, because I was already doing YouTube as a hobby, I wanted to continue to do that so I can make a little money off it to keep me going in the meantime until I can set up my own business and stuff like that. And I used to watch Sweet Ajele all the time on YouTube. And I noticed she had an outro. She would always say, "Keo na mini o chemi sweet mahabo too." So then, I noticed a lot of people in the comments will interact with that part of the video all the time. They will be like, "Yemoh too," you know, that kind of thing. And I was like, oh, so it's actually pretty cool to think about like an outro for your video, so people can associate you with that outro. So then I just sat down and I was like, I think I need an outro. And I think the first thing that came to mind was like, following your dreams and doing what your heart desires. So I had to think about an easy way to put that, you know what I mean? And then follow your bliss was the first thing that came to mind. But the endings kind of, I don't even know, like, I wish I could tell you how it came. I honestly do not know. I guess I had to think about like, what follow your bliss meant to me, you know what I mean? And I guess following your dreams because life is short made sense. Following your bliss because human life has no intrinsic value made sense. And everything else, it just kind of worked out. Like, I just had an idea about having an outro and it literally just came to me. Yeah, I didn't really have to think too hard about that part. Yeah.
Your Ga is way better than some people I know.
You know, I actually learned to speak Ga just from my grandma's neighbor. They're Gas, and they used to come over to our house all the time, and like they will speak Ga a bit. And my grandma goes to a Presbyterian church as well, and over there they would read the Tree Bible, the Ga Bible, and the English Bible. So that's how I picked up bits of Ga from it. So now I can understand Ga, even though I can't really speak it that well, but I can understand it.
Obamode.
Oh, you are, though.
Okay, Jasmine, so what is next for Jasmine on your channel? What are you bringing next? Because we know Jasmine goes into the community, talk to people, showcase their day in their life, do good to them, uplift them. What are you bringing new? And your final words as well.
Okay, I guess, oh God, I wish there's not much I can say on what I'm bringing you next. Like, at the moment, I'm trying to showcase as much of Australia as I can because a lot of people have asked to see that. But once I'm back in Ghana, there'll be a lot on like, you know, real estate and stuff like that because people in the diaspora and they need to know what's available. You know, what does Ghana look like? What do these communities look like? What are they developing into? So I'm going to be showcasing those type of videos a lot. And in terms of supporting people, it's going to be done in a much more sustainable way now. I feel like there's been times where I've helped people and it's like they didn't really manage their money well and they'll come back to me again and I'm like, but I was hoping you would do something with it. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm trying to think of ways to make it a bit more sustainable, so people are guided once they receive the money. There are people that have been able to expand like really well with the money they receive, but there's been one or two that didn't do that great with it. You know what I mean? So I need to think about all that. I need to think about other sustainable ways to support them, where they can continue doing better and better and better, even if I'm not there looking over them, you know what I mean? So so that part of my channel is never going to change, because it's just who I am. Like, we're just going to keep helping people all the time, forever and ever, till something happens to YouTube. I don't know. Yeah. Final words. I don't know what to say. If you want to subscribe to Jasmine Ama, please subscribe, check out the channel, and let me know if you guys have content ideas, and if there's anything you would like to see on my channel that I'm not sharing yet, let me know. And make sure you subscribe to Ni's channel as well, because he's doing amazing work on his channel.
Okay, so to sign off, I want us to use your signature.
Oh, my ending.
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already to Ni's channel as well as to my channel. Don't forget to follow your bliss. So now life is short. Follow your bliss na nipa ye day. Follow your bliss na di ebesi biya ye, and follow your bliss na day ne mada. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Peace out.